Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Sunday, October 28th, 2018, here with your free live picks. Of course, we are live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, it's NFL Sunday, so we're doing NFL picks today. Hope you guys are off to a great morning. Got NFL football going on right now, so I figured I would do the show right now, squeeze it in at halftime, which we're doing. So basically, this game has been a stinker. I mean, the Eagles have dominated play early in this game, and I'm just waiting for people to join us. I'm just killing time, but we don't really recap games and stuff. But the Eagles really dominating this game all the way, but the two turnovers just killers. Both times. One was in the end zone, the other one was they were moving clearly. So the Eagles haven't been punting or anything like that. Kind of just moving around, right? And bumbling around. It's like Carson Wentz, he has all the tools and he's obviously a great player, but it's almost like he forces it, He's too much of a gamer, almost like, he's like a Brett Favre type, right? It's like he tries almost too hard. But anyways, I think the one that they called a fumble yesterday, they were calling those, or last week in the NFL, and what we've seen in the NFL this season, they've been calling those that the arm was moving forward, and they did not give the Eagles that break in this one. But the Eagles leading 10-6 at halftime, and like I said, those two turnovers. This game could be way out of hand already. Allison made an interesting comment in the Facebook group. She was saying that the Jaguars generally travel well to London. I've heard this throughout the years that the reason why the Jaguars traditionally play well in London is they kind of have the routine down because they do play there every single year. They stay at the same hotel. They eat at the same places. They know exactly what to do those things. There's no adjustment for them like there is for some of these other teams where it's just, a one and done, and it's like, they're at some hotel that they've never been at. They're eating some food that they've never eaten before. They don't know where to go, what to do. They ask other teams, but sometimes it helps and sometimes it doesn't. So, we can see that the Eagles, at least in the first quarter and most of the first half, did not look well adjusted at all. So, anyways, we have free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Of course, our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com, sportschatplace.com, premium and premium plus. Of course, sportschatplace.com, premium and premium plus, the prices are already adjusted, so there's no discount code, but those prices will be going up. We haven't raised prices there in about 3 years, so we will be raising prices. So if you have a subscription at sportschatplace.com, premium and premium plus, and you already have an active subscription, we honor whatever price you're in at, regardless of any price increases. And of course, at sportschatexperts.com, if you use the code WIN15, WIN15, you'll get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. But hopefully you guys are having a great morning. We have a bunch of NFL games here. I didn't give out a ton of premium picks, so we have a lot to work with. Yeah, Jaguars got caught leaving without paying their bar tab. I mean, that's like a Jameis Winston move, right? He forgot to pay for the crab legs in college. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, these guys all make plenty of money. Of course, we always think that, all professional athletes make a ton of money. It's not really the case. They make good money. A lot of them do. But we saw in if you look at the payrolls and in baseball and the upcoming free agents and stuff, you could see there's a lot of guys still making, like Greg Holland, the reliever, makes $545,000 a year. Andrew Miller makes like $6 million a year, but both those guys are free agent. Holland's probably going to make $15 million, in his free agent year, while Andrew Miller's probably looking at 15 also, makes like 6 right now. But anyways, back to football. Back to the NFL. I'm enjoying our the Facebook group still. I know that I put up a good set of rules the other day about posting tickets after the games are over. It's kind of like, who cares? I know Nate has always posted his tickets after the game is over. I think for Nate, we would make an exception if he wanted to post his ticket after the game is over. So I know he said he couldn't do that, but I said he could. Because he has been part of the group, and he has been a good part of the group, not like one of these people that's like showing their ticket to brag, their one ticket out of 50, that won. It's like Nate always shows his ticket, and it's like, so he's always welcome to do it, but everybody else, no. And it's like, if you do it, you're gone. Pretty much that simple, because we don't care about yesterday's games. We only look forward, we never look back, and let's look forward to today's NFL card. Like I said, I don't have a ton of premium picks on today's card, so leaves us a lot of chicken on the bone to work with today. So our first pick, let's go to this game between, let's go to Panthers-Ravens. This looks like a good one, right? The Panthers coming off of that big comeback win in Philly. And the Ravens, they've been playing pretty solid all season, with just a 4-3 record to show for it. Can you believe that it's week 8, but the Ravens have played? This is their 5th road game, so they got a backloaded home schedule. Meanwhile, the Panthers, this is their 7th game of the season and their 4th home game. So they have a road-loaded schedule for the second half of the season. But anyways, just think that I like the Ravens in these weird kind of games. I think that this is going to be a really hard-hitting physical game, and it's probably a good way to play against both these teams next week. But the Panthers coming off that emotional win, getting 2.5 at home, it just seems like a weird line. I like the Ravens here. I'm going to lay the 2.5, and that'll be my first pick of today's show. You guys know I generally don't love favorites, and I don't love road favorites, but I'm going to take one here. Of course, we do 3 free picks, at least 3 free picks every single day. Sorry about the whole nose thing. I have like a cold that I've had for, a little bit. My nose is running, so I'd rather do something with my nose, which you guys know I've been doing videos forever, and one thing that I always said when I do my videos and things that I tell people, it's like some people you see, it's like it's like you get, some people get a little nervous in front of the camera, they start twitching, they start touching their face and things. You guys see, I never do any of that stuff, but I do have a cold, so if I do wipe my nose, it's because I don't want you. I'm not gonna sit here with crap running out of my nose. Not gonna happen. I'd rather touch my face. Anyways, of course, 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com, Premium and Premium Plus. I don't understand the question, Mark. On his page? I guess on his page you could do whatever you want, but I mean, why wouldn't you post the tickets before the games? That's what I don't understand. Why don't you post the tickets before the games? It's like, who gives a shit after the game is over? It's like, maybe what we should do is move this show to 8 o'clock tonight Eastern time, and I'll just give out picks for today's games. I mean, what's the point? It doesn't even make any sense. It really doesn't. I don't understand it. If I understood it, then maybe I would say, yeah, let's do that. Anyways, let's get to our next pick for today's show. I like the Seahawks against the Lions. The Lions, both these teams are 3-3. Seattle's 0-2 on the road this season. 0-2 against the spread. 1-2 straight up. 3-2 against the number. So they've pushed once. Meanwhile, the Lions, I think they played a little bit over their head this season so far. Seattle coming off of the bye week. The Lions, a nice win at Miami. Of course, they've won 2 in a row at this point, and kind of starting to see what Matt Stafford can do with a running game. But against Seattle and against Pete Carroll, I don't think he's going to get the benefit of that running game. And we know what happens when Matt Stafford has to play under pressure. It's usually not pretty. We're going to take the Seattle Seahawks here, going to take the 3 points. I think this is probably a 3-point game. So probably looking at a push at worst. As the second half is underway in London, Jacksonville opening it off with a run. I got to say that Adams on the Eagles, they got to be able to do better than that. This guy stinks. This running back, he's terrible. He's the guy from Notre Dame who was great against the lousy teams and against the good teams. He just, he didn't even show up. He looks terrible against the Eagles. Against the Jags. He's just not a home run threat, and the Eagles have generally home run threat running backs. Ajayi, can break long ones. Of course he's out, and Darren Sproles, as Blake Bortles airing it out. What the hell did that happen? But anyways, get to our third pick of today's show. I like the Redskins against the Giants. I was going to give this out as a premium pick, but I didn't. And this was kind of the last one that I've been back and forth all the way up to the time that I came on the show. I do like the Redskins here, minus the point. Here's the thing about it is... here's the thing about this game. Eli Manning really is terrible under pressure. He's horrible under pressure, right? But the Redskins, they don't have one player on their whole team that has even... Yeah, that's fine, Mark. If you guys want to have one post a day of late tickets, you guys can just post all your old tickets, and that's what we should do. We should have a late ticket post. That's a good idea. I like it. So in the Facebook group, we'll have a heading that says, post your late tickets here. And then, those of us who it annoys, we can just ignore it. That'd be great. I think most people will ignore it. Anyways, but if you get them in there on time, feel free to do a post with it. Anyways, I like the Redskins here. I know that, like I said, it's been Eli Manning who struggles with the pass rush. And... he struggles with the pass rush, and the Redskins don't have much of a pass rush, at least overall. But, their overall defense is absolutely outstanding. One of the top in the NFL in almost every category, especially against the run. So what you'll see the Redskins do here is they'll bottle up the run with Barkley and force Eli Manning to try and beat them. Usually a pretty good strategy. I think Shepard and Beckham are really good receivers. It'd be interesting to see if they were on a team with a quarterback that could get the ball downfield. Unfortunately, they're on a quarterback that just chokes under pressure. He does have moments. Of course, he's got the Super Bowl rings. That's why it's hard to get rid of. But, man, at this point, I think the Redskins are just the better team. We've seen the Redskins come up flat, twice this season. Once against the Colts, of course, at home, which was one of the biggest head-scratching losses of the year that I can see. And that other game in New Orleans where they just got run out of the building, by the Saints. In a game where, I could understand them losing, but getting crushed like that was, just disheartening. So I'm going to take the Redskins here. Like I said, I was thinking about giving this as a premium pick, but I don't love it enough to do that. So that'll be my third pick for today's show. Like I said, I hardly have any I only have 5 premium picks today, so I'll give out a bonus pick what the hell? I might have some added premium picks. I'll probably add an NBA. I'll probably add the late NFL game, and I'll probably add the World Series game to the premium area. So check back for those. AJ Lewis, how many teams do experienced bettors usually pick? I think I've heard this question a million times, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, some of the strategies that people say. Some people say, yeah, you can't pick more than 3 games a day, but it doesn't make sense on a day where there's 170 games and there's a day where there's 5 games. Would you still pick 3 games on, out of 5 and 3 out of 170? You just go with the games that fit the formula, that fit whatever way you handicap, whatever games fit your formula. Even if it just seems to be too many, there's nothing worse to me than leaving money on the table, especially one that you had dead to rights. I mean, whether they all happen in one day and then the next week you don't see any games at all you like, to me that's better than just saying, well, I'm only betting 3 games and that's it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, let's do one more extra pick. How about the Colts against the Raiders? 2-5 against 1-5. The Raiders stink. I mean, they stink. It's like not only do they have 5 first-round draft choices in the next 2 years, they're playing so that one of theirs is the number 1 overall. Oh, it's Blake Bortles. Oh my God, was it intercepted? Wow, does he look bad. Anyways, we hated the Blake Bortles draft pick when they made it. Didn't think he was ready when he came out of UCF. Anyways, I like the Colts here. Like I said, the Raiders, I believe, are the worst team in the NFL this year. And they're, not only are they the worst team in the NFL, they're also packing it in. So it's the double whammy. So we'll take the Colts. Cardinals 49ers. Let's throw in an under 41 here as well. I think if they could trade Carr, I think they would. He makes a ton of money. He makes a ton. So it'd be tough for another team like Jacksonville. David Carr to Jacksonville makes a lot of sense to me. Because this is a team that's probably a quarterback away, but they have problems because of the running game, not developing because, Fournette's out and then, no one respects Bortles. But if David Carr was traded maybe to the Jaguars, it would make some sense. Anyways, I like the under in the Cardinals 49ers game. I think that we got 2 lousy teams. A lot of people were high on the 49ers coming into the season. I was not one of them. I think John Lynch deserves what he gets. This guy just comes across to me so smug, right? He's so smug. So I love watching his team struggle. 1-6. So these are some of the worst. When we look at the worst teams in the NFL, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Raiders are just absolutely horrific. And the Jaguars, without Leonard Fournette, apparently fit that same mold. I mean, the Cleveland Browns are looking at they might slip out of the top 10 when it comes to draft picks this year. Anyways, Packers aren't playing the Patriots, so I can't give a pick in that game. But that's 5 picks for today. I think it's plenty. Of course, we have free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplays.com. Let's do a quick recap. We took the Seattle Seahawks plus the points at Detroit. We took the Washington Redskins. We took the Colts minus the points. We took the under in the Cardinals 49ers game. And we took the Baltimore Ravens. So this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. And, of course, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Of course, these are free picks, but our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com. You can use the code WIN15. That's WIN15. Get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. Doesn't need to be my picks. It could be any of our 30 world-class handicappers that we have. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later on in the Facebook group.